Okay, so what year was this?
1975.
And you were selling that stuff to the Hells Angels? Oh, you were making it for the Hells Angels.
Yeah, I was.
How did you end up in that situation?
How did I what?
End up in that situation.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I was in actually San Francisco. Okay, I was in San Francisco with my buddy from Denver, and we went to San Francisco. And we went there just for the hell of it, because we wanted to check out San Francisco, because we really hadn't. I checked it out once or twice before, but I never stayed there for long. But we went there on a mission to go rob faggots.
Okay.
And that was our mission.
Robin Gaze?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we were kids. And we said, what the heck? We're just going to stand out on the corner and these motherfuckers are going to come pick us up. And
You're gonna hit him in the head with
with the 8 ball and the
the
sock.
sock, yeah. So you told me about that.
Yeah. And, yeah. And we're going to go do that. You know, and we did that for a couple days, and then we had enough money. And we went to like 13th in Valencia, where the freeway off ramp is down there in San Francisco.
Yeah, I know where it is.
And out of the parking lot, we stole a Volkswagen. And we drove it.
It was a van? The Volkswagen van or a
No,
bug?
it was a bug.
Oh.
We stole the bug. And we drove it. And we got down to like San Luis Obispo before we ran out of gas and we didn't have any more money. And so then we had to start hitchhiking together. And it sort of wasn't working out. So we split up. And I got a ride to Phoenix, Arizona, and decided I was going to go back to Denver. And so I hitchhiked out of Phoenix, Arizona, and I run into this guy. His name was Craig. And he's a big guy. You know, and I'm a little kid and shit. And he tells me, well, I just got out of the state pen. I'm headed back to Denver. I said, well, yeah, so am I. And he was like, well, we ought to just go together. He was like, I got some white port wine and shit here, man. So we sat around and we drank the white port wine. I mean, we got one ride and we got dropped off in the middle of nowhere between Phoenix and Sonoma. And we're sitting there. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And we're sitting there right outside this place that says, don't pick up any hitchhikers.
Because there's a bunch of prisoners around or something.
Yeah. Exactly. It was a kiddie prison. But, yeah, and I was a kiddie. So, it didn't look good. And, but we're sitting there hitchhiking, and these kids come by, man. They got the radio blasting, and they had Black Sabbath going on, full blast, and they show up, and we think they're gonna give us a ride, but they slow down, and they just throw a gunny sack at me.
Yep.
And it knocked me over.
What was it?
Under the truck. It was fucking full of peyote buttons.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
I'm fucking totally serious, man.
Oh, man.
And I didn't even know what a peyote button looked like.
Yeah, I never tried peyote yet.
But it was my buddy that fucking, just got out of prison. He knew exactly what they were. And he said, hey, man, we're just going to go back off road in the desert for a minute. And, yeah, we're going to eat some of this shit up. And I'm like, okay. It was like a 50-pound bag. So, we dragged that all the way to Denver.
Nice.
And we got back to Denver, and he had to go see his folks and stuff. And he said, hey, man, I'll meet you at Sid King's tonight at like 8 o'clock, man. And it turned out Sid King's, it was a strip joint on Colfax Avenue. And I'm like 15, and like they're not gonna let me into the strip club. But sure hell enough, they did. When he showed up, yeah, they let me into the strip club and shit, and I was just like, we sat there getting drunk. And then he's like, hey man, I got this plan. I got a plan. We're gonna go over and see this buddy of mine, man. And we're gonna get a bunch of preludins. And I was like, well, what the hell's a preludin? And he's like, I'm about to show you. But I gotta warn you. This guy's a fruitcake. He's gonna wanna try and get in your pants. He's gonna get us both really high, thinking he's gonna try and get in your pants. But trust me, we're gonna make sure that does not happen. And we're gonna walk out of there high as shit. And he's gotta be sorry.
You're gonna be sorry.
And that's how it worked out. Because he did that, yeah, and I did. And that was the first time I ever shot speed. First time.
You were 15?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That homeboy couldn't wait to get in my pants, man. He could not.
so was y'all
by doing that, it was like.
He thought that he was going. He was in there after he got you high.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
It did not happen.
Did you hit him in the head or something?
No. I did not hit him in the head. We just walked out of there. We just walked out.
Oh.
We said, okay. But like I said, it was the first time, man, I'd ever done it, man. And it was just like sitting there going, because like I hate needles. I hated that shit. I was scared to death of it. But I just sort of closed my eyes and said, when it's gonna happen, and all of a sudden it was happening, and I was rushing my fucking brains out, and I was just like, oh my fucking God. You know, and I looked at my buddy and I said, "We gotta get out of here now."
Yeah.
And that's all we got for that one.
Okay.